Hello everyone and welcome back to our Bloodsport tournament. We are back with day number 15? Is this 15? We've got our quarterfinals kicking off tonight. 3 from the men's division and 1 from the women's division, culminating in a big main event between Minuro Suzuki and Brody King. So the cage descends and we are underway. So Butterbean to get here so far has defeated both Vader and Pete Dunne, whereas Marc Mero has got past Haku and JBL. So both these guys are going to come out of this tournament with a plus, aren't they now? Because even if they lose now, they only lose 1 point, they've already gained 2. So they're both going to come out of this tournament on a positive, which is great for the pair of them. But there's only one place in the semi-finals available for the two of them, and they'll be facing off against the winner of the match later on this evening between Matt Riddle and Kurt Angle. Butterbean's done well. I wasn't expecting Butterbean to do this well, to be honest. He got past Vader, he got past Pete Dunne. And Marc Mero had his boxing gimmick, didn't he? So this is a full-on sort of boxing battle, really. Big strikes now by Marc Mero before dropping the knee right into the face of Butterbean. Of course, we are going forward to crown the first ever SWE Bloodsport champion. And for those of you who are new to these matches, essentially the rules are they take place inside a steel cage. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. This is our Bloodsport championship. Yep, you can't win by pinfall, you can't win by escape. You literally have to submit or knock out your opponent. Knockout is defined by the referee. The referee will call when the referee believes there is a knockout in place. As Marc Mero, the boot in the gut of Butterbean. Nice knee in the gut. We'll also have one of the matches from the women's quarterfinals here tonight as well. Nice big splash. Sorry, I just realised that I looked at my phone and my Pokemon Go wristband has been catching Pokemon by itself, and I caught a shiny Ditto. Well done to me. As Butterbean dropping. Wow. Marc Mero face first. Butterbean has been a bit of a surprise package for me in this tournament. I was not expecting him to be as good as he actually has been, to be honest with you. I mean, I know he'd be good, but I thought when he came up against actual wrestlers inside this sort of style of match where it's not just about knocking people out. However, if you do that, you will do pretty well. There's a lot more to it, and I thought he might struggle, but to get past 2 big names so far, he is incredibly resistant. As Mero rocking down the strikes, and Mero has been busted open himself. Mero gets caught with a big power slam by Butterbean, and that just shows how he has adapted, not just using his boxing style, now utilising other types of manoeuvres as well, as he takes Marc Mero up into that Alabama slam. The back of Mero's head, I think, might have caught that bottom rope, but the referees believe he is still okay to continue on, and this is Butterbean now circling the wounded animal, just looking to get that final strike. But Mero able to play possum and take down Butterbean. But Butterbean fighting straight back. Big stamp on the arm, a big boot across the chest as well by Butterbean. He's now wrenching back at the neck and the head of Marc Mero. Mero able to slide it free now. Butterbean catches him with a knee right in the gut. And now Mero straight into the ropes. Springs back. Butterbean does catch him, gets him up onto the shoulder and drops him head first across that top rope again. Which, as I said in the past, Many people think that's a nice springy top rope, but it's not at all. It is steel woven wire. It is incredibly painful to be dropped on. Butterbean now a headbutting Marc Mero, taking him down. He's stalking once again. Is Butterbean really going to get past another top-class wrestler? No, Marc Mero catches him with a forearm, reverses it. And now in with that neck breaker. Butterbean is down, but the referee decides that it's still not enough to finish this match off. But Mero now striking, grounded and pounding the grounded Butterbean. And there's Butterbean with the strikes. Only takes one of those big punches for Butterbean to knock out Marc Mero. Both guys back up on their feet. Once again, Butterbean showing the great strength, having Marc Mero up. Dumping him back into the middle of the ring. Butterbean now wrenching back at the neck of Marc Mero. I mean, Butterbean does seem like the favourite in this one at this point in time. He does seem to have had a lot more of the offense, doing a lot better than Marc Mero. And here he is once again, stalking, looking for that one big final move to finish it off. The bitter, no! Again, it was defended by Marc Mero. Now heads up to the top. Shooting star by Marc Mero. Oh, painful maneuver, but still, the referee does not believe that's enough to finish the match off. But this is Marc Mero's best chance now. Butterbean, like I said, has been a beast so far in this tournament. Can Marc Mero be the first person to defeat Butterbean? It's going to take a hell of a fight to do so, though. Mero the boot in the gut, then in with the DDT. Marc Mero once again heading up to the top. Is he thinking shooting star again? He does! And he lands it again. But again, the ref decides that Butterbean still has life to give. Mero sends Butterbean into the corner. Now it's a question of how long Butterbean can last here. Because Mero is really doing the work. And I think eventually the referee is going to have to stop it just for the safety of Butterbean, really. Then again, I say that, and Butterbean's back up on his feet. Taking Mero up onto the shoulder. And Butterbean slamming him down with that power slam. And again, just picks him up. Spins him round into that front face-planted powerbomb. And now just pinching away at the shoulder. I mean, has the damage been done? These two have been beating the crap out of each other now for a good 10 minutes or so. Surely, eventually, one of them's going to have to break, give in. Look at the power of Butterbean. Just clean and jerk Mero above their head and drops him face first. Butterbean now stalking. And in with that big flatliner. But the referee's still not deciding it's enough. The referee's obviously putting a lot into this now. We're in the semi-finals, and that's a tap, I believe. Yes, Butterbean gets the tap-out victory against Marc Mero, and Butterbean moves on to the... Is that the semi-final? No, not the semi, the quarterfinals. I thought this was the quarterfinals. Oh, no, I've done this wrong, haven't I? He moves on to the quarterfinals. This is round number 3. Then you've got the quarterfinals. Yeah, then you've got the semi-finals. Yeah, okay. This is the quarter... No, what am I doing? I need to double check my thing because I might have messed this up. Quarterfinals, semi-finals. Okay, yeah, I might have done this a bit short. Oh, no, I haven't. No, I've got... Yeah, for some reason, I've got 4 semis. Ah, so there is a problem. Okay. My semi is the issue. Anyway, right. Let's... Shut up. Let's move on to the next match while I try and figure out what the hell I've done. Right, here we go, underway. Riddle versus Kurt Angle. Sorry, I'm still looking at my Yeah, I've definitely messed this up somewhere. I've run out of matches. Yeah, I've definitely messed this up. So I'm just staring at it. I'm going to figure it out afterwards. I might have to squeeze an extra episode in that I wasn't planning on doing. Just to make these numbers match up. Basically, I've made the quarterfinals one round too early, so when I've done my schedule, I've thought there's half the amount of people that there actually is. Which is a bit frustrating, but we're fine, we'll get through. Nice drop in the knee there by Riddle, and big German suplex as well. And Riddle again with a powerbomb. Rolls Angle through, and the big knee into the side of their head, and now wrenching back at the arm of Kurt Angle. Riddle now. What on earth just happened? Oh my god. Okay, we've managed to glitch Matt Riddle outside the ring. How does one get back in the ring? Is this a write-off? Can you go in through the door? Okay, we're going to have to restart that, but I'm going to leave that in because that was quite entertaining to see. We're going to restart this one, okay. Oh, what a mess that was, eh? Right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to do an extra episode. That's the only smart way of doing this, isn't it? It's the only smart way. Yeah, it's the only smart way of doing this is to do an extra episode, I think. So I'm just making a note of this. I know what I'm doing. Right, so that means we're going to have 20 episodes in this, which is fine. We'll have some fun with that. But it does mean now we've got 6 episodes across. Well, I'll probably squeeze Monday in as well, and we'll start Forbidden Door on Tuesday. That seems fine. We'll get through. Riddle now just spearing Angle, taking him down and dropping the body weight across the back as well. Big jawbreaker by Angle. And Angle now taking Riddle. Remember this one, the winner of this one will take on Butterbean in the next round, who I don't really fancy taking on, to be honest. Butterbean has been fantastic so far. He really has been fantastic so far. So it'll be interesting to see if either of these two can dethrone him. As Angle now slamming the back and the spine of Matt Riddle into the ring post, and then, well, not in the ring post, into the cage. And now, looking again, this has been a very German suplexy match, hasn't it? Everyone's tried to German suplex everyone at this point in time. I say everyone, there's literally 2 people in the ring, that's it, but... As Matt Riddle now riding Kurt Angle, then locking in the submission. Beautiful maneuver. So before this one, we had... let's just double check. Right, so... Kurt Angle defeated both Danny Burch and Brock Lesnar to get here, whereas Matt Riddle defeated Oney Lorcan and Samoa Joe. So really, I don't want to say 2 surprises, but this could have easily been Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe, really, couldn't it? It could have easily been that, but yeah, we've ended up with this one, as Angle now wrenching back at the arm of Riddle, and Riddle rolling Angle through. Drops him down with a strong punches into the face. Overhand chop. Riddle now with a boot in the guts. And now Riddle in with a lovely T-bone suplex. And now Riddle in. Lovely takedown. Before now locking in that armbar. And now Angle is in trouble. No, he manages to roll himself free. Done pretty well there. Back up on his feet, but it makes you wonder just how much damage has been done. Angle now taking down the ankle. Very smart, but I thought he might try and grab it and go for the ankle lock. He decides against it, now heading himself up to the top. We've seen stuff like this before from Angle, haven't we? But no, he's thinking something different. What's he looking for? Is he going to go Olympic Slam? He does. Olympic Slam on Riddle, but it's not enough to finish Riddle off. And now Angle in with a cross armbar. See, Riddle is getting a hold of the ropes, but there is no rope breaks in these match types. It literally is all about making your opponent submit, isn't it, really? Oh, nice boot in the face there by Riddle on Angle, who went for the big headbutt. Riddle avoided it. Now Angle with a hip toss on Riddle. Angle, nice takedown on Riddle once again, but still, it doesn't matter taking people down. You've got to get that big finale, the big moonsault, but Riddle got the knees up. Riddle got the knees up. Angle in trouble. Riddle now again, the big kick across the side of the head of Angle. Riddle now taking Angle up into that power bomb. Again, Riddle taking Angle up. Big 2 forearm strikes and then in with a Pele kick, and Riddle gets the win. The knockout blow with a kick to the head, and Riddle moves on to the quarterfinals to face off against Butterbean. Is that right? I'm so lost in what I'm doing now. Yeah, I've really messed this up, haven't I? Yeah. Okay, that's right, yeah. Matt Riddle versus Butterbean. And then in the singles rankings, Riddle is going to move himself up to a +1 with those 3 victories in this tournament. And Kurt Angle, who was on a +1, is going to drop down to a 0. All right, let's move on to our third match. And here we go then, the first of our women's quarterfinals, Aja Kong versus Ivelisse. Now this one actually is a quarterfinal. Now to make it here, Aja Kong defeated Mercedes Martinez in the first round, whereas Ivelisse defeated Diamante. And both of them would love to make their way through. Of course they would. I mean, it's a stupid sentence that really, isn't it? They both love to make it through to the semi-finals. Both of them have not necessarily done... Well, Aja Kong's done pretty well in our Universe mode. She's a former... women's tag team champion. But singles-wise, she's not really achieved that much, and this is a perfect opportunity for her. We know she likes to utilize that Hurricane, the spinning back fist. They're the same sort of back fist that Eddie Kingston likes to use. So this should be pretty interesting if she could pull that off. She could knock out Ivelisse and get this victory, as reversing the Hurricane there into the big power bomb there by Aja Kong, who of course will have the big strength advantage here. There's the strike to the gut of Ivelisse. Ivelisse fighting back though, looking to try and take her down by the leg, but look at all these kicks, and finally it took about 4 or 5 to finally get Aja Kong off her feet, then drops her with a lion salt. Ivelisse now with the boots into the side of the head of Aja Kong, now wrenching the arm behind the back, and Ivelisse wrenching back at the hand. And big knees into the spine as well. And Ivelisse just keeping Aja Kong grounded. Went for the big headbutt maybe, or splash. I'm not quite sure either way, but whatever it was, it didn't work. Aja Kong with the big back elbows. Nice dragon screw, though, there by Ivelisse, taking down Aja Kong once again. Aja Kong now sending Ivelisse into the corner and going to follow up with those big elbows. Seems like a matter of time here before Aja Kong can really hit that big strike, the Hurricane, which he's looking for. Taking Ivelisse up and drops her face first. Dropping the elbow on the inside of the knee. And now in with that Boston Crab. Really wrenching back, but now Ivelisse breaks free. Went for the big kick and does get the second, though. Ivelisse in with a DDT. Now Ivelisse sending Aja Kong, wow! Flying straight into the cage wall. Vicious. Very, very vicious. Nice big boot in the spine, and once again, Aja Kong taking Ivelisse up. Gonna hold her there before dropping in with a brain buster. And there's the Hurricane, that spinning back fist, but the referee decides it's not enough at this point in time. And now up on the shoulders, in with that submission hold. Is Ivelisse gonna tap? She may have to at some point, but at the moment, big boot in the guts. Ivelisse comes running straight at her. Catch with that boot. Ivelisse now springs off the ropes, comes back in with that short Hurricanrana, slamming Aja Kong face first, now raining down with the strikes. Ivelisse now heading up to the top. What's the plan? Dives in with that big splash on Aja Kong. And in with a lion salt as well. And this one's really turned around. I really thought a few minutes ago this was going to be an easy victory for Aja Kong. But Ivelisse has really turned this one around. There's the boot in the gut, though. Aja Kong trying to get back on top, but Ivelisse catches her again. Oh, what a suplex. The way she hooked the body there, Aja Kong had no choice but to land right in the back of her head. Ivelisse now boot across the gut, and now has Aja Kong. And slams a boot right in the back of the arm. Brutal. And now Ivelisse has the arm hooked, wrenching back. Will she be able to get the submission victory against Aja Kong? No, Aja able to get herself free. As Ivelisse now locking in the Black Widow, and that's enough. Ivelisse eliminates Aja Kong. Big surprise for me there again, to be honest. So Ivelisse will face the winner of Tainara Conti and Asuka in the next round. And then we move over to the ranking system. Ivelisse moves up to a +1 in the rankings, whereas Aja Kong is going to move down to a -1 in the rankings. All right, let's move on to our main event. And here we go then, Minuro Suzuki versus Brody King in our main event of the evening. Let's get ourselves over to... Right, so Suzuki faced off against... where are you? There you are. He defeated both Shinsuke Nakamura and Ken Shamrock, so two massive victories. As well as Brody King as well, defeating John Moxley and Dr. Death Steve Williams. So There's been some very interesting matches for these two so far, but one of them, of course, are going to have to give after this. As Suzuki locking in with that lovely line salt. Dropping a knee now on the inside of the arm of Brody King. Brings him back up to a standing base. There's the knee in the gut. Another knee in the gut by Brody King. Back and forth strikes. Wow. Brody King just launching the Suzuki into the cage. Suzuki now with the strikes. In the corner, raking away with those forearm slaps. A little bit of everything there. Suzuki firmly in control. And now Suzuki with the arm pinned behind the back. Nice, 2 knees right in the spine. And Minuro Suzuki really working over the body of Brody King. Really going a lot more technical here than what we've seen in these matches before. Normally we see people just going for the strikes and going for the knockout, but Suzuki, a much more calm, collected individual. Now with that big Russian leg sweep. Suzuki drops the knee across the chest. Suzuki with a submission locked in. Will it be enough though? Will he be able to break through the resoluteness and resistance of Brody King, who slams back with that big elbow? Brody dropping Minuro Suzuki face first. Attempted lion salt, completely missed. That's backbreaker there by Brody. A second one, and just launches Suzuki across the ring. Pinching away at the shoulder. Suzuki's back up though, tripping Brody King. And now Suzuki's looking for that gotch style pile driver, locks it in and drops down Brody King. The referee says it's not quite enough. So now it's all down to Suzuki to try and finish it off, but wow, Brody King playing possum straight back up. Brody King now with Suzuki up on the shoulder. Brody allows Suzuki, well, I didn't say allows him. He didn't really allow him, did he? Suzuki did it on his own accord. Dropping him down in with a back drop. Now wrenching back at the face. Suzuki really wrenching back. Suzuki now with the big strikes inside the armpit and then the forearm into the face. Before again dropping his body weight across the arm. And he really is working that body down, isn't he? Nice backdrop. Oh, stiff forearm once again by Suzuki. And now, lovely takedown there with a flatliner. Suzuki, oh, he was stalking around the back of Brody King. I think he was maybe looking to go for that sleeper hold. But Brody King picks him back up and drops with a flatliner of his own. Brody King now wrenching back, trying to keep him grounded, I think, just to try and slow the pace of this match down. Brody King loses Suzuki. Lovely dragon screw. Now Brody King is in control. I think this has been the case, isn't it? As Brody King now taking Suzuki up in with a big fall-away slam. Brody King now lifting up Suzuki dead above their head and drops him face first. And Brody King is looking like he could go the whole way in this, the whole way in this tournament. He's been outstanding so far. Big German suplex, keeps the grip, rolls the hip, and spins around into that ripcord clothesline. But still, the referee believes there's life left in Suzuki, who slowly gets back up to his feet and gets dropped with another big flatliner. But the ref still doesn't call it. The ref still believes there is life in Suzuki. Do you believe there's life in Suzuki? Sorry, I don't know. A bit crazy there for a second. Brody now, big discus punch right in the face of Suzuki. And now Brody heading up to the top. This is nutter thinking. Look at that big splash, but Suzuki avoided big drop kick into the spine. And this one is really going the distance, isn't it? I mean, there is a submission locked in. Will this be enough? It is enough. Suzuki gets the tap-out victory over Brody King, and he moves through to the quarterfinals, where he will face either Braun Strowman or Tommaso Ciampa. Right. Update the old rankadoodles. Suzuki. There he is. He now moves up to a +7 in the rankings, whereas Brody King is going to move down to a +4. Still a very respectable level there for Brody King. But there we go. I'm going to love you and leave you. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, all the other good stuff. We'll be back again for another episode later on today. My plan is to do 2 today, 2 tomorrow, and 2 on Monday, which means we can start Forbidden Door on Tuesday. It's a lot of effort. Oh, so much effort. I mean, it's 1 o'clock in the morning at the moment I'm recording this. And I've got to do another one straight after, so it's going to be a late night for me. But, you know, you live and you die for your passion, don't you? It's not really a passion, but, I mean, I've got to get that 20p earnings in, haven't I? Good night.